Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler, and this is a Jerry Thompson special. That's what this is. 4-color humans, no 5th color, no black mana. But what we do have is Collected Company, and we have Bloodbraid Elf. I love Bloodbraid Elf. It's so much better than Jace, both in cards that I like to play and in the format. It turns out. But Jerry took this deck to Grand Prix Phoenix a couple weeks ago and did very well with it. It's a different take on humans. It's got a lot more card advantage and staying power in the late game, and trades that off for a little bit of disruption in the early game with no kite self rebrooders. Still, however, very, very powerful. And as you can see here, this is pretty good for us. I think I'm actually going to go with the Reflector Mage here. Not sure if this is correct. It may have been correct to play Mantis Rider. I'm not sure, but we will deny our opponent that Kitchen Finks at least. Yeah, look at that. They didn't have much to do. We'll get a Mantis Rider this time around. Or, yeah, I've actually probably changed my mind here a little bit. Let's play this a little differently here. What do we want? We need, is it Breeding Pool or is it Sacred Foundry? I think it's Breeding Pool. We need the green. Well, no, it's got to be Sacred Foundry because you got to think about it. We need green and red for Bloodbraid Elf later, and we have lots of green in the form of Noble Hierarch or Horizon Canopy, but not as much red. So let's go ahead and get this. And so we could play Mantis Rider here. I think I'm actually going to go Thalia into Thalia's Lieutenant, though. What this does is it will tax our opponent on their next turn, and given they did nothing on this turn, I think that taxing them here is probably a pretty sound strategy. I don't really know what they're up to over there. Or what this is 4 mana is going to be here. Oh, we'd say Collected Company. Well, that's pretty good. Glad we did it first, at least, instead of running our Reflector Mage into it. Okay, Strangleroot Geist and the Reliquary is a pretty scary one. Yeah, we may end up wishing we had just run out the turn 2 Reflector Mage and just beat down. We'll see here. It's a big night. We can't do much yet. I mean, our next turn is good. We get to play Mantis Rider and trigger the Thalia's Lieutenant and crash in there, but our opponent hitting Naya the Reliquary off that turn 3 Collected Company is pretty good. Yeah, I think maybe this was a misplay. I think maybe I just run out the Mantis Rider on turn 2, and now we would be able to Reflector Mage the night and just been beating them down in the air. On the other hand, playing all of our non-haste threats first means that later in the game, namely now, we get to swing for the most damage possible. But Naya the Reliquary stonewalls quite a bit of that plan. Our opponent has Nykthos, huh? Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 devotion. That's going to net them 2 mana here. It's a lot of mana. This is not looking great. Wow, and Naya the Reliquary can go get another Nykthos if they want. Uh-oh. I don't know what it's going to be. Might be something big, though. Or might be nothing at all. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Mantis Rider or Bloodbraid Elf, huh? I guess it's just Mantis Rider. It's unfortunately all we can attack with here. I don't know what's happening over there, but it cannot be good for us, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm terrified. I don't know what they're doing, but they're going to have so much mana. I imagine it's firing off another company. Oh, man. This could be ugly. I want to know what they're doing with the mana, though. And neither Reliquary Nykthos is pretty sweet, as we'll be casting another Collected Company here. But what are they doing? Because if their plan's just to make big things on the ground, that's actually something we can beat. We have, both plenty of blockers and plenty of flying threats and so on. But it's another Nykthos. It's a bunch of mana. It's 9 mana, huh? It's Court of Calling for 1 billion. No, it's just a company. Just the company, I say. Fauna Shaman Birds, okay. Are there going to be Vengevines involved? That's the old Fauna Shaman combo. Okay, interesting. They made a bunch of mana, but did nothing with it. Other than the Collected Company, which I guess they needed to do, but Now, though, they have Nykthos for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus another night activation. This is not ideal. All that said, Shrinker guys don't really scare me that much. Yeah, here we go. Let's see what it is. They have shown us red another Nykthos. Are you kidding me? Okay. I get it. You make a bunch of mana. What's it going to be? You're now up to 13. Are we getting Emrakuled? Oh, and they have the Kitchen Finks. Wow, we really are going to get Emrakuled. This is pretty bad. Okay, it's a Craterhoof Behemoth, you say? Huh. That's pretty good. Yeah. I think we're going to die now. Uh-huh. Well. Okay. 14 plus 18. That's 32. Plus 12, that's 45. We certainly don't have that much toughness. Okay. I don't know what just happened, but it was pretty bad for us. Jeez. Okay, well, I would like the Izzet Staticasters, and I would like the Path to Exiles, I suppose. What the heck just happened? That was terrifying. I've got a Bloodbraid Elf. I've got a Selfless Spirit. I've got Navason's Pilgrim. I don't know what else to cut. What just happened? I'm shell-shocked here. I guess I got a Meddling Mage. I would like to be faster than them. Honestly, we had a good hand, though. Their hand was just insane. We did lose the dice roll. I mean, so there's that, but... Oh my gosh, that was just nutty. Izzet Staticaster is very good against them. That's for sure. Let's see what we can do here. Well, there's the Izzet Staticaster. We have perfect mana. We have 2 good cards. And we need a top deck very well. I don't think this is good enough. This looks not only much better, actually looks great. Keep a land on top, although that doesn't matter. We're going to have to fetch here. I guess we're getting the Sacred Foundry. You know, our mana, though, is we desperately do need to draw a land because our mana here is not great. I mean, it's fine if we draw land. I guess that's just sort of any game, right? You're going to have to draw. That helps. It also helps in the world where we don't draw land, so that's good. It gives us something to play, not just something to play, but something's very good. And this turn 2 Thalia is theoretically pretty good against them. They did have the Utopia Sprawl down, so if they just played Knight of the Reliquary here, that's not ideal. It would only be at max 3/3, though, which means we'd be able to attack next turn. We have a nice aggressive start here. I mean, Championing the Parish into Thalia and Thalia's Lieutenant is very, very good. And if we're able to find a land to cast either Staticaster or the Reflector Mage, we'll be set. It's an Eternal... Wow, the no-value Eternal Witness. That's not where they wanted to be. And this is, however, exactly where we wanted to be. So now I could be mana efficient and play one of these other spells. I'm not going to, though. I'm just going to go for the beatdown. I mean, the Eternal Witness doesn't matter, so... I mean, other than the fact it gives devotion, I suppose, for Nykthos, but it's not that much devotion. You know, they still got a long ways to go, and we're just going to have lethal next turn. All right, they can Nykthos to 3 mana. It really didn't do much for them. In fact, it did literal nothing. Now, Stringover Geist is good. Probably not good enough, though. I say that. We'll see what they do here. I can Reflector Mage. Okay, there's a Shaman. I can't cast that yet. I think I Reflector Mage the Shaman because I think that's the scariest thing. The other option is it Staticaster or something down. Reflector Mage and Shaman does... Well, you know what? Maybe we could... Is it Staticaster kill the Shaman? Does that present lethal? I might just present lethal. It does get our Thalia's Lieutenant killed, though, but I suppose that's going to happen regardless. I think this is probably better. I think picking off the Witness and keeping them from really going wild with Devotion is pretty important. This is a lethal attack on its own, so I actually don't even have to send in the Thalia's Lieutenant. It doesn't really change anything. Yeah, I think taking them off Devotion there was good, and now we have Reflector Mage to bounce whatever it is they try to do to get back in it. You know, Kitchen Finks or something would be great to bounce. Okay, well, this isn't great for them, I don't think. Paying to Utopias for all that forest. Oh, they have another Nykthos. Well, in that case, it gets better. Now they're up to like 7 or 8 mana. 7 mana. It's not enough to Crater Hoof us. Not sure what they're looking for here, actually. Their Staticaster isn't very good, but okay. Well, Primal Command is pretty good, actually. All right, well, is what it is. I mean, we get a Reflector Mage away the Fauna Shaman here. Let's see what they get. They get a Woodland Pellower. Well, that's a sweet one, that's for sure, but they don't have enough mana. So we actually just get to... It doesn't matter. I can bounce a Strangleroot Geist and attack for 6, 9, conveniently 12. Okay. And that'll force a chump block with the Fauna Shaman, and that should take care of things. What an odd game. Their deck is sweet, that's for sure. But this is pretty much perfect here. A little not ideal to get them a block with it and then bounce it, but it still works out so that they have to throw away their Fauna Shaman and then they untap. Yeah, all right, we got there. That said, now we're into game 3, and their deck has proven actually pretty consistent at popping off over there. I don't even know what I'm mentally maging. That's the issue. I'm going to cut another Bloodbraid. I mean, Bloodbraid is obviously great, but in this case, maybe not even big enough. And this hand, I'm going to keep this hand. We're on the draw, and it makes a bunch of mana, and it has a redraw with the Horizon Canopy. I don't think it's a great idea to. I mean, this hand, we're gonna have to draw. You have to draw cards in every, you know. That's not great for us, though. Obviously, that was not exactly what we were looking for. I mean, this hand allows us to do whatever we want on turn 3, which is certainly very good. But we have to have things worth doing. Meanwhile, our opponent has Utopia Sprawl, Arbor Elf. Huh? Well, that's pretty good. Wasn't the complete nut draw where they have 4 mana on turn 2, but it's still pretty good. Burning Tree Emissary, okay. Oh my gosh, make it stop. Alright, is the Staticaster? Oh my gosh, okay. That wasn't ideal. That was not ideal. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't supposed to keep. The thing is, I don't actually know what we want in the matchup, and I do know that mana dorks are very important to actually getting ahead of them, because their deck just popped off so fast every game we've played. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe it was greedy to keep. And then the Rising Panda gives us a redraw. So really, if you think that basically turn 3 is the turn we want to do something, then, you know, we have, I mean, we're obviously just going to flood out here, but, I mean, we had 3 draw steps plus a Horizon Canopy to do that. Okay. I mean, we've drawn 3 lands and a mana dork. We were never going to win the game anyways, so there's that. This is a big Absence Pilgrim, though. They're going to get us now, though. I mean, I don't know. If you draw... I don't know. But I think no matter what our 6 was, if we drew 3 lands and a mana dork, we weren't going to win the game anyways. I mean, drawing 5 of the 6 mana dorks in the deck is, you know... We weren't going to beat this draw, for what it's worth. I mean, nothing we were going to do was going to beat this draw. This is a turn 4 Craterhoof with a billion creatures in play. Their deck is sweet. Congratulations. Good games. Oh, man. What were we... I don't know. I don't know about the keep. The keep might have been wrong, but I clearly weren't going to win this game regardless. So, all right, everybody. I'm Corbin Hossler. This is Mighty Modern. Thanks for watching.